What is it that makes good men better? Is it perseverance, intelligence, virtue, honor? All of these are noble and portray great, important parts in a man's life. But what is it that we can do to make ourselves better men? Well, I asked that very question some time ago, and I never really knew where to look. And I happened to meet a gentleman who began my journey into Freemasonry. I mentioned Freemasonry because I believe this is one of the greatest tools of making a good man better. I am an ancient, free, and accepted Mason. I am a third-degree Master Mason here in the state of Kansas, Clay Center Lodge number 134. Former President Kennedy, in his inaugural address, put it into perspective, but I digress. I was given an assignment this year in speech class in which I had to write down the thesis statement for President Kennedy's inaugural address and all this. But in his inaugural address, he asked a question. It's not what you can do, it's not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. That has a very significant meaning because it teaches each person to be their own person first. Now, that is the key of all things in life. You have to believe in yourself. You've got to put yourself first, and the way you do that is to gain confidence. Gaining confidence comes from being around people who respect you, honor you, greet you, and have true friendship. And they don't care whether you're white, black, Caucasian, who cares? We're all brothers. And I had a brother say, and I quote, "There are no strangers in a lodge. Only friends that you have not met. There are no prejudices, as we are all equals to share our own ideas." Now, it is true most fraternal lodges practice charity and social events and that nature, but it's much more than that. Freemasonry teaches each person to believe in God. They believe a supreme power. I digress. To believe in a supreme power that all things are put here for a purpose. Now, as I've gone through some of these items, I want to say that Kennedy believed that in his inaugural address that when he wanted people to go out and do for their country, to build confidence in themselves so that their country could build confidence. And then eventually he would get into his next part when he stated, "In this century we will go to the moon. I choose this not because it's easy, but because it's hard." Everything in life is hard. You're not going to get around it. But you have to learn to believe in yourself and confidence. And you get that when you're amongst your peers and you have good friendship. With all this in mind, what is it that you might want to do? How will you choose to learn to be a better man? First, by looking within, as I stated, with confidence. Placing God first, or a supreme being first, your family, your neighbors, your state, and then your country. By doing this, you build a confidence in yourself because you want things to be better. And when you do this, it grows exponentially because everybody else starts to see this. They want to do this. So it builds confidence in your family, then your neighbor, then your city, and then your state, and your country. And so, to my brothers, with these final words, I depart with a challenge. I read from David Hackett, given by John Walker Hood nearly 150 years ago. We should, as fellow men of Freemasonry, live and always act as Masons. Give the right hand of affection and fellowship to whom it just belongs, and let their color and complexion be what it will. Let their nation be what it may, for they are your brethren. And it is your indispensable duty to do so. And with this, I thank you, brothers, for this glorious day. Thank you.